Hey, YouTube. How y'all doing this morning? Let me ask you a question. How would you guys define? I guess I gotta wait till somebody gets in here. Hold on a minute. It usually don't take a minute. But I'm gonna ask y'all, how do you define the word vacation? Right? So you already figured out who we're gonna be talking about today. I want to know what the hell is a vacation. So I thought, well, this is the age of information, correct? So when you want to know something, all you do is go to your search engine and you put it in the dictionary, right? So let's define first of all, before I speak to everyone, what a vacation is. A period of suspension of work, study, or activity usually used for rest, recreation, or travel, recess, or holiday. For example, school children are on vacation now. Okay. So we understand that because the school children are on vacation now, that doesn't necessarily mean they went anywhere or they left anywhere, but they're on vacation from their schooling, right? In other words, they don't got to come in, they don't got to study, they're on vacation. The teachers are also on vacation, right? This is the definition by dictionary.com of what a vacation is. For me, I generally think of someone when they go somewhere, right? The kind of the classic American tradition is you go on vacation and you take, that's not always, of course. Poor people don't go on no damn vacation nowhere really. They usually just stay home and get some time, maybe do some housework, maybe get the yard together, maybe do some things with the family, right? But generally speaking, when you go on vacation, you go for a trip, right? That's a multi-billion-dollar industry in the United States. People go on, they go to Yosemite, they go to LA, they go to New York, they go wherever, they go somewhere, right? That's a vacation. So I'm trying to understand, how is the Fine Monster defining the word vacation? Not only has she not gone anywhere, but who takes a vacation for one day? So, to her way of thinking, then, because I don't come on here every day, maybe 4 days a week, but every time I'm not on here for 1 or 2 days, I'm on vacation. Is that what she's defining? Fine Monster. Some people are saying, I'm just telling you, telling you what I'm getting from osmosis, child. I feel like people are thinking, girl, why are all of a sudden you going on vacation when your ass been doxxed that same day? You get announced that you're doxxed early in the morning. You come on at 5 o'clock in the morning to announce you're going on vacation. And then by the evening hour or the following morning, now you're back on YouTube doing the exact same thing you were doing the day before. So we're trying to figure out, what the fuck is the vacation? I mean, you didn't go nowhere. You didn't take no time off. You're doing the exact same job you always did. You're still behind on that goddamn blue wall. We're trying to figure, did you just run a little bit, the Fine Monster? Did you just run when you saw this avalanche of information coming down on you? Now, I don't support doxing at all. But as I've said, Fine Monster, right? When you put these things out, honey, that which you sow, you will reap, right? So why are you trying to escape the reaping of the harvest? People all over the world, everybody, join hands, start a love train. All of you brothers over in Africa, tell all the folks in Egypt and China too. We going on vacation, we gonna see you. And if you miss it. So apparently the Fine Monster is back off of vacation now, since the story is already out about all of her shenanigans and goings on. She decided to weather the storm. And what Fine Monster has realized is She's living from live stream to live stream, right? Now you might have thought you could pop your ass up talking about you going on vacation somewhere to escape this drama that's come upon you, right? But then when you check your pocketbook, when you check your purse, you realize I ain't going nowhere. When you start looking at that car note on that BMW, when you start looking at them oh my God, I just scratched something. My fingernail is dirty. That'll be all over the internet by this evening. Because I used to use my fingers a lot, right? And these niggas will screenshot your finger if it's dirty. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. I can't be doing like this. This with no dirty fingernail, baby. Hold on. Anyway. Fire Monster, you maybe the white folks can hop up and go on vacation when they want to, girl. When you start looking through that pocketbook, girl, and you say, oh, I gotta go get another video. What you realize, girl, is your whole life is held up from live stream to live stream, right? You ain't got no money for no vacation, girl. You need to concentrate on that insurance payment, this thing. You've committed these people for paying for your car, your home, and all your bills. Because most people, I mean, they gotta pay bills, they gotta have an income, right? So if you're only dependent on YouTube, you ain't going no goddamn where. You know it and I know it, right? So the vacation is over now, and she's back to her same old vicious, nasty ways. Hey, people. Hi, Princess A, always number one. You must have some good notifications, Princess A. Prima Wanda, Mocha Drop, Dog Liquor. I like y'all sexy name. Dog Liquor. I'm gonna have to steal some of y'all names. No, I can't do it. They be trying to sue me. I said I would use some of y'all names in my novel, right? You need these screen names. Several of the ladies told me you should name that woman Felony. I read a little bit a couple of days ago. You should at least make it with an I, so it's not so hard. I said, no, girl, no. I'm trying to present a person who is extremely dangerous. Her name is Felony, and she wants you to know her. It's not her real name. It's her YouTube name, right? Anyway, I like some of y'all names. Dog Liquor. Travania, Miss Bailey. Melanie Jones. How you doing? 4-2 wait a minute. 4-2 WNV King. Wait a minute, you told me how that goes. It has something to do with weed. 4NV King. Okay. Oh, 420 Envy King. Okay. 420 Envy King. How you doing, brother? Good to see you, man. Thanks for coming in. Tashana. Tanya. Oh, all the T's are here today. True Black. Cheetah. Right. So she had to crawl her ass back on that same goddamn wall. Fire Monster, if you want to deceive the children, couldn't you just go into the a park or on the lake there in Chicago, child, and pretend that you were somewhere like Shard and them? They're like, with Shard and them, they say they're on vacation. They're actually in a different country. They were standing out on the balcony. So wherever they are, even when they pulled that little stunt, when they say they were in a different country and they were just in the United States somewhere, they were still went somewhere, right? When they go to Vegas, they're in Vegas. So they're gone somewhere. They're on vacation. They have removed themselves from their regular life, and now they're on vacation. But as you can see, even on vacation, they still do videos, girl. It don't take number 10, 15 minutes, right? So myself and a lot of people think you simply panicked and you attempted to bail out, find a way to go hide so you can gather your senses, right? But you also realize you ain't got no money to be going on vacation no goddamn where. Unless you can drive there. What else was I going to say about her? Okay, what else? There was something else I was going to say about that woman. I forget what it was. I know. All y'all talk about is her. All y'all talk about is Five Babe. Well, why do you think there is a Five Babe, honey? She only exists on YouTube, honey. It's all about talk. So her whole mission is to continually keep people talking about her. That is her job. And to some extent, it could even be considered my job, right? I'm talking about whatever the hell is going on here, unless I decide to venture off into something else. Y'all see the example of what's the lady's name, the light-skinned lady who used to be on her all the time, who she got in a relationship, she took off. Is it, I forget her name. They used to say she was scamming and all that. What's the lady's name? I know y'all know. The lady, okay. Y'all give me the name and I'll come back. Uh-huh. The light-skinned lady is, God damn it. Hold on a minute. Hold on 1 minute. I'm obsessed with finding the lady's name now. Okay, her name is the Queen. The Queen first. Well, okay, she got 35 viewers this morning. I'm not talking shit about her. I forget what her name is even. But whatever it is, she was getting numbers. She, in the 1,000 range of subscribers and so forth. They accused her of doing some scandalous things. Wilson accused her of doing some scandalous things about the Cash App Paloozas. Then a week later, he's doing the same damn thing. So whatever. But she decided to leave YouTube for a minute, right? Have y'all paid attention to how hard it is for her to get back to her original viewership? She's getting 35, 15, 10 viewers. She used to get 1,000, 700, 800,000 people. It takes a while, right? So with this 5 months to realize this, baby, we own you. You belong to this girl. And you can't take no vacation no goddamn where. And you thought you were gonna take a vacation until this whole thing blows over. That was your strategy. It failed, honey. Hi, y'all all Ali the swag. Ali the sag. Don't say my name wrong. Excuse me, thank you. It's taking a long time for that girl to get it back together. I see Funky Dineva's on vacation. Well, that's a real vacation. They out there, what's country they in? He's out there in the foreign countries and so forth. They're laying by the pool and whatever. He can take 10 minutes or whatever and check in with people. But that's vacation. Defy Monster, we don't know what the hell you're doing, girl. Did that strategy work? It couldn't have worked too well for you to announce this vacation and then less than 24 hours come off vacation. Doesn't that kind of take away from your credibility, as if you ever had any? This is very similar to the feeling I got, Fine Monster, when you said you were moving into the house, and then you showed us boxes piled up by your door, and you said that you can't even move in so many boxes and packages all backed up. Ooh, girl, I was packing lamps today. Oh, we be moving here within a week. Fine Monster. You had to take all that junk and put it right back into that single closet in your apartment, girl, right where it was. You wasn't moving nowhere. Is this a case of counting your chickens before they are hatched? You even had the nerve. Ooh, a song just came. You even have the nerve. Sleep in your bed. Right on, man. Ain't no sense in going on. Jody's got your girl and gone. You got to get home because you're working too hard. Doom, 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 doom. Jody, leave ashes in your ashtray. Leave footprints on your carpet, then he's gone away. I said there ain't no sense in going home. Jody's got your girl and gone. You got to get home because you're working too hard. Do, 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 do. Let's hope I haven't lost my chain of thought. That ain't got nothing to do with the story. You made it whole production, and you even had the audacity to come on here and show a screen of someone else's apartment or condo or house and claiming that this is the place you were moving into. They were preparing it and cleaning it, giving it a deep cleaning because your boxes were packed at your door and you were about to move, right? Did you ever even occur to you that, well, what am I going to do next week when I'm still here? Or the week after that when I'm still here? Are you, Spy Monster, the type of woman who adheres to this TD Jakes talking point, name it and claim it? Are you naming and claiming shit? Did you name and claim your ass a vacation in Tahiti yesterday, girl? Mm-mm. You had to put your tail between your legs, girl, and crawl back on the screen and try to explain how, oh, okay, oh, I'm not moving. Not that I found a different house, not that I'm continuing to look, I'm not moving, period. So apparently, a bank has made it very clear to you that not only are you not getting this house that you've been bragging about online, you're not getting any house until you get a job. Is that what happened, Fire Monster? When people, if you had a good day, and these same old 5 or 6 people who keep giving you money on your channel, were you feeling particularly rich at one point, and you just feel like you can just go out and buy? We know you can go out and buy about that BMW, right? But anybody can basically do that. If you have a job, they'll give you a car. It just depends on, are you want to pay? Do you want to make those kind of payments? Pretty much, I could go get a car. I can go get a car with my Social Security, girl. It's not so easy when you're talking about a home, right? So what happened, Fire Monster? When you just, I'm not putting up with this today. No, not today, buddy. Now then you always coming over acting sweet whenever I come after your ass. And you sit down, be quiet, stop making trouble. Come on, Daddy, give me a break. He's going out with the next bark. What was I talking about? See, it's hard for me to concentrate, baby, when you're always running your mouth. Come on. You ready to go? Come on, you ding dong. Get it bum up here. Excuse me. I'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen. Mostly ladies. I'll be right back. Come on. They look at my ass, baby. What they looking at it? I'll be good, Daddy. Come on, please. Please, Daddy. I want to stay with you. I want to stay out there with you. Okay. Now, let's hope I haven't lost my chain of thought or concentration now. Okay, so the same thing. You're saying you're going on vacations, girl. You're saying you're buying houses. You say you're doing this. You claim you got this successful running company, but we don't know. Anybody seen no books on that child? I think you're selling a bunch of eyelashes. They sell for $6. Maybe with shipping and handling, it costs you $4, girl. So you're making $2 an eyelash sale. Whatever. Counting your chickens before they hatched. You start boasting of profits on your business 3 days after the launch. What business known to man has turned into profit in 3 days, girl? Right? Anyway, there was a chain of thought there. Let me see if I can get it. Yeah, when you're living from live stream to live stream, you ain't got no money. You ain't got no nothing, girl. You don't even have a job. So when you're living from live stream to live stream, if you came up with this idea of you going on vacation and you just announced it right out of your mouth as soon as the idea came to you, girl, no thought whatsoever to what's going to happen tomorrow if I don't go on vacation. No thought at all. You felt compelled to come back on YouTube the following day because what you realized was all the money you made yesterday, you spent yesterday, right? Maybe you covered heating, electric, PG&E. Maybe you covered a phone bill. Maybe you covered the internet, or you covered your whatever your bills were. As fast as it's coming in is as fast as it's going out, right? You're spending it as quickly as you're getting it. That's why you can't just go out and rent a bigger place, or because there are people who you say you own the other place, but to me, if you're in a 1-bedroom and the other place is 1 bed, but just move into the other place and don't pay anything, right? But most than likely, we're just getting spent on all that too. Correct. So, wow, I'm struggling to keep my hands off today. Okay. Ooh, this brain ain't working this morning. Okay. So why aren't you still looking for a house then? If your subscribers have convinced you that you can name it and claim it, and it's so easy if you just go out and just move somewhere, girl, why haven't you done it in the last 20 years? Right? Why isn't that other place, the one you define yourself as a rat trap? You said some homeless guy was living in there who was squatting, who didn't pay you rent for many months, close to a year. He had taken and written artwork all over the place. Did you ever restore that place to a rental condition? It couldn't have been much different than the one you're in, because the one you're in, it looks like a one-bedroom apartment. Some people say that it's two, but I imagine it's like a lot of condos they'll have, or condo conversions. They'll have a bedroom where a bed goes, and then they have this little tiny thing they call a bedroom as well. But you really can't get anything more than a baby crib, or perhaps a single bed in there. One of those kind of things. It ain't that big of climb up for you. It seems like you just climb back down then. So you ain't got to carry this mortgage, who the man ain't paid you, and this apartment you're living in. Almost everybody believes that the apartment you're living in is actually a rental. But if you own both of them, can't you just sell both of them? Girl, get you a nice chunk of change to put on some house there. Chicago is one of the least expensive big cities. Now, it is expensive, I'm sure, but it still is the least expensive of the big cities, right? So you can go out and get your place. No, the whole conversation about the house is gone now. So it sounds like to me that some of those bankers, some of the white folks, and sat around in the conference table, girl, and told you, mistake. You're not even close. You're wasting our time. No matter what TD Jake says about name it and claim it, girl, first thing you got to do is claim yourself a sustainable income. In other words, get a job and come back and see us in 5 years. Right? Hello, people. What else is going on? Y'all say, oh, he said she dead. She said she come back from the grave, baby. It's Halloween season. Fine Monster is actually going to a family reunion. A family reunion. Don't they all live right there in Chicago? She ain't going no damn where, RJ Supreme. Why she I'm on vacation. I'm on vacation. Sitting in front of the same damn wall less than 24 hours later. What the hell kind of vacation is that, girl? There ain't no damn vacation. She ain't going nowhere. Them people told her that they were going to talking about this. See, when you did a crime, you know, maybe we don't know what exactly went down, but you know that what you have done, it was a crime. You know that you've conned the government out of all this money. You wake up first thing in the morning, you see this, and you immediately respond. Your immediately gut reaction to it is, I'm going on vacation today. They have family reunions there all the time. They all live right there with the rest of the Simmons family to the penitentiary. Oh, I didn't finish. They already got one in there, and I guess other ones in and out. So let me read it all the way together, RJ Supreme. Fire Monster is actually going to a family reunion with the rest of the Simmons family to the penitentiary. They're going to go and visit Michael. Bless that heart. Fire Monster, we continue to hope that you have not involved your family in this bullshit. Sir, hopefully you have not involved your own mama in some goddamn scam that you jumped on, just like you jumping on everything else. You jumped on his house, and you jumped on his vacation ideas, and you jumping on all these ideas that just pop into your head. You have not popped your family and involved them in this bullshit, because in your family reunion, y'all got to get together and figure out how in the fuck we gonna get out of this mess. Maybe we could come up with enough money for one attorney, but we're talking about we didn't involve the whole damn family. Family reunion. So we don't know how she done lied to them people over there and told them that she paid the money back. What a goddamn lie, girl. They don't even require you to pay the money back that fast. Sean Bradley was saying that I guess he has actually went through the process and then bailed out of it or canceled it. But you have to make 36 consecutive payments before they even forgive the PPP. It ain't made no damn. She claiming that she paid it off as soon as she gave the money out. Then she just gave the government back 10,000. Like she's really getting $10,000 on them goddamn live streams. BMW, insurance, rents, or mortgage, possibly mortgage on the other place, girl. It adds up, honey. PG&E, phone bill. We got cell bill. Okay. Apparently she got some kind of computer. Is she actually talking on the computer now? Y'all know forever and ever and ever she was talking on a phone. She's doing her whole channel on the phone, right? So she finally figured out, well, instead of just throwing all these people's money away as soon as I get it, go back bad earrings. And did I peep in there one day this week and she's talking about, oh, I can't wear nothing but pure gold. That other stuff breaks me out. It breaks me out. I can't even wear a bracelet. Dry begging. I can't even wear a bracelet without it breaking me out. I got to have everything. It's got to be at least 14 carats. This is what she said. I said, well, girl, what about the first 40 years? Fire Monster. You came on YouTube as a as a curb creature and a booger bear. You hardly even know how to put adornments on your body, girl. Then all of a sudden you got to have first class and you got to have diamonds and pearls. Diamonds and pearls. You got to have all this gold, right? So are you telling your subscribers then they got to buy you gold now? Don't send you no junk, no more fake jewelry. You have to have only the best. Well, what were you doing for the first 40 years, Fire Monster? If you break out in these horrible rashes by something cheap coming near your body, girl, what have you been doing? You've certainly had some kind of jewelry on the whole time you've been on here, right? You had no money, so I mean, you had no job in years. Fire Monster, do better. Family reunion. Fire Monster is at home trying to see how she is going to get out of that PPP mess. That's right. That's what she's doing. That PPP mess. Now, if they only charging $35 for the 10,000, you got to make 36 payments. I mean, 3 years. You got to pay on for 3 years. So where is she getting this thing? She done paid them off. That's the damn lie. She certainly ain't paid off no 5 of them. I'm just hoping for you, Fire Monster, that you ain't got to go and get with your family and have a family meeting to explain to these people why. Listen, I had access to everybody's social security number. I knew your names. I knew your addresses. Right? And I applied for loans in all of your names. What? Come on. Let me enter. Let me enter. No, calm down. Calm down. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Girl, you got a man. Fire Monster. Did you really apply for this man to get a PPP loan while he's been in prison for the last 10 years? Or whatever time he's been in there. And he's never getting out. Is there really a loan? Now, people say, oh, maybe he did it for himself. Maybe he did. Girl, I've been in prison. You ain't applying for shit behind no prison walls, honey. And they certainly are not sending no PPP checks to you in no damn prison. Stop sounding stupid. Either he gave you his social security number, although you probably had it somewhere in your mama's papers, or you just took his name, took his social number. You would have it because there's been all kind of court papers you got to fill out and all kind of shit. It's probably right there in your mama's drawers and whatever. I mean, her physical dresser drawers. We hope you haven't done all that, Fire Monster. But we see you spinning your wheels. Your life is spinning around, spinning around. I guess you got greedy, baby. I guess you really fucked up. Around and around and around. Some people even start to ask questions about that car accident. They say it seems kind of strange that you and your compadres all getting these insurance payments from these car accidents around the same time. I'm just saying, I'm just throwing out, girl, what's on here. You mean they took a vacation? They took a virtual vacation, child. Who the hell takes a vacation for one day, child? They said, honey, you better get your ass back on that damn computer, or you are not going to be able to pay for your cell phone. How are you going to be online then? Right? You get your ass back on there and straighten it out. Let's straighten it out. Okay, she said I sing too much. Baby, let's straighten it out. She just brings music to my mind for some reason. What is that all about? Uh-huh. Hi, Rhonda McGee. One of you girls. Who is this? I got this yesterday. I got somebody's book back yesterday. And unfortunately, they put the return to sender tag over the name. So I got to figure out who this is. And make sure I get the right address. Send it out again or whatever. Okay, so if you didn't get your book, that's because I got it back. Return to sender. We'll see. I hope y'all reading. Staycations, a poor man's vacation. Well, the definition said that you can just get. I mean, your job's going to give you what, 2 weeks vacation a year, or whatever. That don't mean you necessarily have to go anywhere. Most people who have the funds to, or a family to take somewhere, they will go somewhere. You know, that's the way usually a family does it. But if you don't have the money or whatever, you might just enjoy just being able to rest your feet for a couple of weeks, right? It still would be your vacation. They gave the good example of when kids are on vacation, then they don't have to go to school. That's it. But when you don't have no job, what are your vacation? Vacation from what? What do you mean vacation? You ain't going nowhere. And then what are you vacationing from? If you don't go nowhere anyway, girl, if you don't go to a job, how exactly are you on vacation then? On vacation from what? And then you're talking the same damn, you're saying the exact same shit for the same duration of time the next day. Fine Monster. Perhaps it's time we start talking about your spending habits, right? Perhaps it's just simply a case of you don't know how to spend your money. You can't manage your money. These people give you money, and we can't get around the apps. We have to discuss the issue of that buy. That buy. Oh, oh, oh. Girl, are you on dope, the Fine Monster? You've never come on here and just given straight answers about why you were in a drug program, why you were locked in a mental institution. You're trying to make a joke out of it now. Oh yeah, of course I was there. I locked in the drug. I was locked in the drug program. Oh yes, girl, I was locked in the drug program. You're trying to make a joke out of it. You're doing the same thing that Wilson does. You take every issue and you try to make it like it's a joke, right? But you're not ever actually addressing the issue, right? Why would they put a person who's not on drugs in a drug program? Why would they put why would they put a person who does not struggle with their mental health in a mental institution? Right? They're just questions. You guys, you'll never answer the questions though. You never do. It's always, since I'm going to the I guess I go to the drug program tonight. Girl, did you? Is you is, or is you ain't my baby? Big fat lie. That's what it is, honey. She's a big old fat liar. Gonna sit there and tell these people she got all. She never showed you the boxes. She got packed up right. Woo! I've been packing all day. I've been packing all day. So what was the Babe Nation supposed to do, girl? Are they supposed to give you their money for moving expenses? Did you really go over there and charge those people? I mean, have those people pay for moving trucks? Fine Monster. Do better. She never said nothing about no house no more. So I don't know where she came up with this whole idea about she was moving into a house. That must have been just all in her mind, baby. I'm being shady, Neil Turner. That ain't shady. Mm-hmm. Get your ass back in front of that screen and get my money, bitch. So, so now she's in love. Maybe ZX, maybe he help you out with some of them bills, girl. Well, you ain't got to be working day and night. Hold on. They don't understand our relationship. Oh, Timothy Blade. Oh, he's so concerned with my relationship. Excuse me. Have you never heard of a heterosexual man going with a you're not going with a fire monster? No, girl. I've never met anybody in love with a monster saying, They played the mash. They played the monster mash. Or as that other man would say, in each other's asses. That's what he said. And she was proud of it, child. She posted that on her damn in her live. Uh-huh. What else going on? Let me see. Sasha. We should we ignore Sean Bradley permanently? I'm not tripping with Sean Bradley right now. Uncut Curtis. I don't know what he's up to, what he's doing. I don't know that I think that show thing. I mean, that kind of gave him some clout for a while where people were acting like he had some pull to get people in or out of things. I mean, she started kissing his ass only because of the show, right? Because just before the show, she was calling him all kind of ungodly things, girl, accusing the man of being a child molester and everything else. And then when she wanted to get on this reality, she thinks she's needy leaks. She ready for prime time, baby. That's when she started kissing his ass. So he's been able to hold on to a certain amount of people. But basically, Sean Bradley, his audience is just his little group. That's why he's able to do it on his Patreon and his Zooms and all this stuff. He's only talking to that selective crowd. He would love to be on YouTube and still be able to pull numbers. But I believe that the numbers that he's able to pull here, or the new people he's able to bring in, are embarrassing for him. He just chooses not to compete. I have my group. I'm talking only to my group. And when he addresses YouTube, he's always addressing club chat. It's like the rest of the people don't exist. I don't think it's a great plan. You should be trying to pull people in. He's got like this Republican idea. No, I just work with what I got. Mm-hmm. Crackhead game. Mm-hmm. The guy over there talking about bald head hoe shit. That's some bald head hoe shit right there, child. She tried to pull that one off. Her vacation is the it's her or is it her Bayang? It's a Bayang. I thought it was a Bayang. Yang with an A. Mm. Cloud 9. You can be what you wanna be. Cloud 9. You ain't got no responsibility. Every man is free. You're a million miles from reality. Reality. Don't play with me, lovely one. You didn't think I had that, honey. So she come over there last night, mentioning all the favorites. So they would do what I'm doing now is respond to her, right? And this is her livelihood, right? But it doesn't extend past a live stream, right? Now y'all may say, "Oh, she getting all that money. She getting all that money." Girl, no. If you're getting some slow nights, 200, you get $300 or $400. Most people make that. I mean, how much are you making if you're making, let's say, $17 an hour? You're getting a couple $100 a day, whatever. It's the regular thing. But she's not holding on to that money. She's spending as fast as she's getting. And people are starting to wonder, well, if people are giving her all her clothing, if people are paying for all of everything in her house, what exactly is she spending the money on? And that's why we keep coming back to the buy high, because we can't figure How else would a woman be blowing through this cash like this? Right? You should be able to buy a house by now, girl. If you have the numbers that you're reporting, and then when you prove yourself to be such a liar, Fine Monster, who can really believe that anything you say is true? We can't believe that the gifts are actually from people. We can't believe that people are not giving you 100 and then you immediately give them back the 100 just because they're doing this hype thing. I mean, we already proven that you're capable of buying views and buying subscribers. We know that, right? We see these constant stunts of yours when you're proven to be a lie. Everything you say, everything is hype. And then all we can see is that you're still in the same damn one-bedroom apartment. It seems like if the kind of numbers you're reporting, and now you say you have 35,000 subscribers. Well, if you have 35,000 subscribers, shouldn't you have more than 1,000 people participating? I guess her videos probably the live stream is considerably less than 1,000 now, but even if her videos get 2 or 3,000, that ain't no money, child. That ain't no money. So she hypes it all up. She's very Donald Trump. Her and that Wilson and Trump, they all got the same thing. They all have that narcissistic personality. I call it a defect. It is a defect in your character. In other words, the truth means nothing to you. It's only about what you convince people is the truth. Right? Very Donald Trump. Mm-hmm. Is that bad? I don't know. I noticed yesterday I was talking about them damn sunglasses and them eyelashes, and today she ain't got no sunglasses on. She ain't got no sunglasses on last night. So even though she claimed that I'm a worthless piece of shit and all this kind of stuff, right? She listens to everything I say, child. So many times the things that I've suggested on here, there's an immediate response to it. So let's see now if since I said that I caused her to take the sunglasses off, let's see if she puts them back on tonight. I'm your puppet. Timothy, did you know Flip Wilson gave gonorrhea to moms? Girl, now we got another one. Susan McCray, what are you doing over here? Why are you over here messing with us, child? Flip with Geraldine digging up under mom's Mabley dress. Y'all stop that. No, I didn't know that. She probably has 12 to 13, says Caroline. 12 to 13. My guess would be somewhere around 10,000 subscribers she has. That's all she got. So why lie about it? I mean, you could just go through. If you're not going to show the number, why even talk about it? Why even bring it up? You should avoid that subject like the plague. Just like Wilson. Oh, I had 15,000. He's still bragging on 15,000, but never once did he show us that he had 15,000 subscribers. And with Fine Monster, you couldn't even believe if she came up with a number like 35,000, because most of those people would be living in Indonesia, or they be living in Switzerland or Ghana. She buys subscribers. It's been proven over and over again. She's not above anything, honey. She is not. The reality of the truth means absolutely nothing to her. She's only trying to entertain these people, keep them involved, and keep them paying for, I won't say it, the buying. The buying. Oh, oh, oh. I don't know why I was just thinking today. I was accusing her when she was alive still. I was saying that she had a known drug addict hanging around her house, around her family, right? And then that QB monster coming in, he said, "Since when did I become a known drug addict?" You're a drug addict, and we know you. That would make you a known drug addict, buddy. I don't know why that thought came up today. Maybe I caught a little video in my sleep. Hi, Nikki Bailu. Mm-hmm. You can always catch us on the replay. That's cool. Let me see. Yeah, definitely no more Caroline than any 13. I think that 10 number sounds probably about right. It's not necessarily even that because she only has a core amount of supporters. They don't seem to change all that much. She's still saying the same names that she was saying over the last 3 years, right? Those same 5 or 6 people are still the ones giving cash apps 4 and 5 times each live stream. Who gonna try to figure all this shit out with her? Just everything is trickeration. Until she gets central air, she can't say a damn thing about being better than anybody. If you have a condo and you own the place, we would think that over the last 20 years, you would have enough money to come up with some damn air conditioning. Of course, you never get that story straight. It's all spin, honey. She said she'd been there 20 years. That's what she said the most recently. She said she's 40 years old, so she's 41. That means she bought a condo when she was 20 years old. So usually when people buy condos when they're 20 years old, it's because they done married somebody. They got married and the husband paid for the shit, whatever. But since she claimed she was in the service, we can say, okay, well, maybe she went to the service. They gave her a VA loan and she was able to crawl up in this place, which was probably pretty dilapidated, But why did she got out of it then? I mean, 20 years, you maintaining the other place, which is probably bringing you no more than it costs to keep it. I mean, it's just the renter would be paying the mortgage, right? She ain't paying that off. It ain't been long enough, whatever. More than likely, when she's found herself in these financial binds, she's probably got second or third mortgage on the place. So it probably doesn't even pay her enough to pay for it, right? So that's another expense, I'm thinking. But you've been in that apartment for 20 years and you haven't even thought, Fine Monster, to change the damn wall unit. For some reason, she got a wall unit hanging out on her goddamn wall like it's a piece of furniture or something. But that could be just that could be the way they do it in Chicago. I don't know. Every city does things a different way as far as heating and cooling, depending on what the needs are, right? Like for instance, here in San Francisco, you will very rarely ever see anybody with a window air conditioner. You won't see it. Now you're gonna spend money to build a house and all that kind of stuff. You may have central air, and certainly businesses will have central air, but most people don't have central air here because we only, even though we have hot days, it probably total 5-6 days a year, right? Usually it's cool here, right? So it depends on where you live. So if they are if they are into putting these refrigerators in the wall like that, I mean high up in the wall. I think in Indiana they used to have those air conditioners. They would be built in, but they would be built down low. I never seen them up in the air like that. Whatever. She claimed that somebody said she paid $800 for that damn lamp. Girl, somebody needs to slap the dog shit out of you if you paid $800 for that goddamn passage. Those lamps, those are out now. The lamps with the shade around them, I love them. I went when they were hot. They were hot 2 years ago. I thought they were great. Chandeliers with that shade around them, kind of thing. That lamp is passe. That's why I don't like a lot of trendy shit. The trend is past, right? Whatever. It's glamorous for a girl like her. But somebody said she said she paid $800 for lamps. Well, she came on yesterday and showed the place where she bought the lamp online. We don't know that she actually bought it from that place that she showed us a picture from, but the picture had the lamp on sale for $200 and something dollars, right? So either she paid $800 for her lamps, which means all the lamps in the house. Perhaps that was, but that thing ain't worth no $800. I've been around a whole lot of lamps, honey. That ain't worth no $800. Maybe when they first came out, they were more expensive, but now it's pretty much passe. But we saw that design she did. She won't even show us the light up couch no more. Why not, Fine Monster? I could walk you through a design, Fine Monster, if you were really interested. We can talk behind the scenes. You could say, Timothy, listen, I don't want you to tell nobody that I'm asking you for this help, but I'll cash app you, what you need. But can you give me some pointers? Well, we can get you a room together. First of all, I can tell you very, very simply. You have those two little cheap little what do you call it? They have a name for that kind of shit? Those little things with shelves on it where she got soap and soap and kettles on. They're too tiny for the only big wall in the whole house by Monster. You got a TV way up in the air. We can understand that. Most people have TVs now in the living room. It is pretty much the standard, right? What you need to do, instead of buying all these hair rollers and shit, get you a piece of furniture. I mean, a real piece of furniture under the television, something substantial, something that fits the wall. Have at least one real piece of either wood. I would say wood. People don't like wood, and they say, "Oh no, I like modern. I like my." Well, you get the shit, but it's gonna be trendy. It's gonna go out of style in a couple of years. But anyway, get you a nice side table or a big furniture to go under the television, so it will feel that wall. It looks strange to have these two little dots of candle holders on all of that space, girl, with just a TV up in the air. Work on that. I will give you credit though. When I criticized your window treatments so harshly, I see now you have changed them. But unfortunately, they only make sense when the drapes are closed. So when you're living in that dark, dark apartment, which I've only seen evidence of one window, why would you put the heavy drapery over the only window in the house and then paint all the walls dark? Are you trying to be moody? It's not an environment for a little girl. I mean, I don't know. That's my free tip for you, girl. Sitting there always in there sweating, uncomfortable. I got a cool fan in my bedroom. Five monsters, the Dyson girl. They make fun of me for buying a fan, but it's nice and cool, girl. And you ain't got to hear that refrigerator going all the time. She ain't been in that damn place no 20 years. Just a couple of years ago, she was tweaking, running from the popo. She was tweaking, running from the popo. Child, she said she was tweaking, running from the popo. She was going through red lights. She was doing everything right. And then, when they finally caught her, she's grateful. She ought to be grateful they didn't shoot her ass. When they finally caught her, speaking of cool breeze, I love it when we're cruising together. Moment we're gonna fly away. Yeah, she going my way. Let me go my window. Like I said, we get a breeze here. I think next year, I ain't do it now because if you do it now, we be turning all of the fans and shit off by next week. I gotta wait till next year. I think I'll get one of those fans in here too. Just the trains and things is running again. Okay, so some people think that perhaps this was because of the untimely demise of her partner or lover or whatever she called him, Leah's father. She felt like people were accusing her of murdering the man, right? This is what they feel like, why she was so paranoid, why she thought people were out to get her, because they feel like she had something to do with the death of that man. This is just what we've been able to piece together. So she took off high as a kite because she's afraid. She's afraid that his friends or his people or his family are coming after her. So she's on the road, she's going through lights and she's weaving and bobbing, and she got all these police chasing her, right? She is fortunate. I'm not saying it flippantly. She's fortunate they didn't kill her. High-speed chase, sometimes they'll take your ass out. They'll hit them tires, honey, and just take your ass out because you are endangered to not only yourself, but to the community. Anyway, When they arrested her, they took her to court. I guess they used the plea that, oh, I'm a drug addict, I'm on drugs and all this kind of stuff. Her lawyer, being a wise man who was paid to think, he said, well, we'll present you as you have got a drug problem. Well, why you got to present her? Obviously, she's on something and she's going like that. And then they probably did a drug test on her on the street. So we know she was high that night. So we're going to give you the option of, if you can complete this drug program, and do a certain amount of time in probation plus whatever little time to give her in jail, then you can get off parole or probation, right? No, they put first. No. Okay, I got it. When they arrested her, this is just the scenario I'm putting together. When they arrested her, they immediately, since she was so spastic and so paranoid and so wild, they put her into a 72-hour observation, which means she had to be strapped down for 72 hours. Some kind of crazy house. This could explain why she was in a drug program. A mental institution. She won't ever tell us, because a lot of those kind of things like that, they'll have that in the jail. But they had her there for at least 72 hours, right? To come down off the whatever drug she was on. Then when she made it to court, they sentenced her to complete a drug program, right? We can assume that the baby went to family. She did her time in the drug program. When she got out, now she needed a place to live, right? And she tries to explain to the people, well, I own an apartment. Here's the address or whatever. But, oh no, that's not going to work, because someone lives in that apartment. We are not able to release your child to you unless you have a residence, which would explain why she, in the very same building where she currently lives, went and rented out another apartment, because she had to have an address or she couldn't get her child back. That's kind of the way I kind of feel like it probably went down. I don't know if she spent other time in mental institutions, whatever. I don't know. But Fire Monster, you don't need to be putting this pressure on yourself, child. Because when these people start talking about FBIs and you really trying to throw them off the FBI yesterday. When they start talking about catching you up on some of the things you've done, and Lord knows you've done other things, girl. If you're willing to just con that man out of $50,000, your child, you probably done a lot of crime in your time. You ain't said that, still ain't said nothing about where you worked. You ain't worked no damn where. So you've been scamming your whole life, really. You only been doing this damn thing for 3 years. First year, you didn't make shit. So 2 years, you've been making somebody from this, right? Hold on. Just lost my train of thought again. God damn it. I hate when that shit happens. Y'all see, wait till y'all get in y'all 60s, child. Anyway, so that's the story of how she came to live in that apartment. She ain't been able to get out since. I said, go ahead and rent a place. She gonna say, oh, why would I throw my money away? Why would I throw my money away? I could be in a house. I could be in an apartment. I could buy me a house. I can buy me a house. Girl, you ain't gonna never be able to move out of the house. How you gonna get any money out of it? They stay there a few years, child. Eventually, they get a little bit of equity, and they start taking equity out as soon as they get anything in there to fix the place up, because they, it's not like the damn place is first class. I mean, you have to upgrade everything in there. You need a new bathtub. You need a new bathroom, really. You need a new kitchen. So when they get any equity, they tend to take it out. So house ain't really worth nothing. You can't move nowhere. So what difference does it make? Whether you're paying your rent or you're paying your mortgage, what difference does it make? You ain't gonna get nothing out of it. A senior moment. You got that right, honey. I've been having them less, though. I used to think I was losing my mind slowly, but now they're become more rare. She must have got hold to some bad stuff. She thought them niggas were gonna kill her. That's what the bad stuff was. That's the worst thing you want to be, is on dope and paranoid. You smoking crack, especially, you're gonna be all in the window thinking somebody out there when there is nobody out there. But think for a minute, people. What's it like when you done did dope and they are out there. She got in the car and started driving. A senior moment. People tell me, all the people my age tell me, just get used to it, Timothy. Ain't nothing you could do about it. That weed to give y'all, some of y'all smoke weed. That weed to give you a senior member too. Y'all know good and damn well y'all be talking and asking, girl, what did I say? What was I talking about? Or play with me. I know what time it is, girl. So y'all be having senior moments in your 20s. You have super senior moments, Alfred Gross. It's just a cycle of life, baby. Every noise will get you nervous. You're right. You hear somebody in the hallway, Lola, they coming to get me. And why would you be so paranoid, Fire Monster? What are you so scared of, girl? What have you done? Did you take some of those snitching ways you have on here? Did a lot of that come from the streets? Or is it true that you set this person up and cause someone to lose their life? We don't know because you never tell the truth about anything. Everything's a spin, right? Somehow or other, honey, and get the munchies. Yep, they start forgetting shit and get the munchies. A lot of them get to decorating and designing and things. From what I remember, I was very creative on weed, though. I ain't got no problem with people smoke weed. I don't. If I can smoke weed and just stay on weed and they don't do nothing else, I'd probably do it. HIV people, they've been able to do it for the last 15 years here. But now anybody you can get weed. It's legal here now, right? But my experience as being a person who's had a former drug history, every time I ever relapsed when I was in 12-step, every single time, I always started with weed. So that's just my reality. So I don't mess with nothing. Nothing except for my sleeping medication, which is a necessity. That shit should never been illegal. Not like that. Not when alcohol is free. Everybody hates the drug dealers, right? But I don't think that the liquor store owners are doing anything any different. The government just told you that's legal because they couldn't stop it. They tried. They couldn't stop it, so they say it's legal. So now they're good and you're bad. Well, you're basically both doing the same thing. The drugs only cost so much money, which makes you a criminal. You got to do all this shit. It's because it's illegal. If it were legal, it'd be costing the same thing as the alcohol would, right? Would be all this need for all this scandalous behavior. Whatever. I ain't defending no druggies are drunks, but everybody's not a drunk, right? So, man selling alcohol for him is just business. Person selling drugs, same thing. It's just business. Supply and demand. She needs to go back to rehab. What she needs to do is sit down with somebody and tell them the truth. She's not going to get no recovery or no better hanging around with QB because he is a drug addict his own damn self. So what kind of advice he going to give her? And I refuse to believe that QB is coming over there acting a damn fool at her house and he ain't passing the joint. Don't bogart the joint, right? He ain't going to be comfortable hanging around no square, nobody, not on anything, and she ain't going to be comfortable. She could tell she drinks like a fish, but she's not drinking as much on screen because she gets so much flack from it. But she drinks and she smokes and she probably does other drugs. Certainly he does. Since we now become a known drug addict. Okay, so I'm 45 and I have pre-senior moments. They coming, baby. They coming around the bend. You won't remember nothing, and you don't even remember when until you moving. You have a medical weed license? Yeah. Is that required where you're at now, Alfredo Burrows. As far as I know, anybody can buy weed now here. It's legalized. You don't even need a medical weed license, but that's been available. I could have got that years ago. But as a drug addict, no way. The risks are way too high, honey. When God say you are delivered, don't play with me. Don't play with me. You are delivered. Walk away from it. And I've done just that. Nothing. I don't even like anything that affects my head. Period. I guess it's just part of being an old queen, honey. Weed is illegal because it comes from where brown people live. Is that why? It ain't illegal many places now. I don't know how many states it is legal now, but there's a dispensary. There's two of them actually. There's one on this corner and there's one a little bit up the street. They're pretty fancy places now. It used to be just holes in the wall. They have chandeliers in the whole bit. And I see people lined up in front of them all the time. I don't see no old people out there. Those are not no glaucoma patients. So I believe was it 2 years ago? It became legal here. Just got even my friend told me that all they had to do from out of town was show ID and they can buy weed here. Uncut Curtis, I'm not paying you no mind. You always want to ask me about people's private parts. I don't know nothing about no Little Richard's sex life, child. Yeah, Alfredo Gross. That's where it usually starts, but it's slowly changing all over the country, though. Now they're trying to figure out what they're going to do with all the people they done locked up for selling weed. They've been locked up 15, 20 years, and now the shit's legal. Are they going to make them, keep them forever? I think it's probably still illegal to sell it, but it's not illegal to have it. I think you can have up to an ounce. That's a lot of smoke unless you're actually selling it. But with it being legal, there's not much need for you to be selling it illegally anyway. I mean, people still do, of course, it's the convenience of it. But if you can go into a dispensary and just buy it for the regular price, plus whatever the tax is, why do people need to be selling it illegally? So slowly moving in that direction. It'd be just like buying wine or something. For all the millions of people, hi, Tim. Hi there, Rita Salazar. Or is it Salazar? Rita Salazar. Mm-hmm. You can have a personal stash in some time. Yes, you can have you can have up to an ounce here. And even if you're selling it, a lot of times you're going to get drug court instead of prison. All of my all of my times I was in jail was always for drug sales. Not in jail. Jail, I was a thief then. But every time I went to prison, it was always for possession of sales. So if I had the small amounts, I could have probably got drug court, but I didn't. People will pay for their vices. It's the truth. They realize how much money they were missing out on. They should just treat it like liquor and tax it. People will pay. That's what's going on in California. It's a damn shame that it's all about money, though, ain't it? They made it a moral issue for all these years, right? So now it's no longer a moral issue. It's just a matter of I can tax it so we can get all this money into the state. I thought it was so wrong. It was so morally corrupt. They just didn't want you getting that illegal money. Thank you, Uncut Curtis. Yep, it never even occurs to me you want to get high on anything. That's the way things are, though. If you get away from cigarettes long enough, it won't even cross your mind anymore. I smoked for maybe 20, 25 years. Yeah. You ain't got to justify it, Lola. If you want to smoke weed, smoke it. Hell. But yes, it does. You might not want to do a whole lot when you're smoking weed. Yeah, man. But so what? I'm retired. There's no reason I couldn't just sit in my house and be high all the damn time. But I'll be like this, The brain won't work so good. I'll be forgetting stuff even more. And I wouldn't want to do anything. For me, I'd probably end back up on hard drugs. Got a sexy mouth. I've been watching you. The way you move your sexy body. Pack of cigarettes. Oh, woo! Child, they say them cigarettes cost more than weed now. Hell no. Y'all want to know the truth about how I stopped smoking cigarettes? I stopped smoking cigarettes before I stopped drugs, right? I stopped cigarettes because it used to be you bought a can of tobacco. It cost you $8.50, I believe. $8.50. You buy a couple of cans, last you all month, right? When I went back, they made the tobacco illegal in the prison, right? So the only tobacco was in there was people who have been stacking it up. Some lifers have stacks of everything in their cell, right? Like a store. So the can went from $8.50 to $120. I stopped him instantly, immediately. So to buy what they used to call a pinner, which is a roll-up cigarette, but it's so tiny, it looked like a joint, right? That was $5. $5 in prison. You're making 35 cents an hour in prison. That's a high-paying job. I think I was making something like 17 cents an hour. So to pay $5 for a pinner, something you hit it once and the whole damn thing burns up, it was over. And I never went back to it. Right? And now it seems that was a prison experience. Now it seems like it's the same thing on the street. These people are paying $15, $20 for a pack of cigarettes. Lord have mercy. I was a 2-pack a day man. Shit. Hell, you paying more than they're paying for crack. So I guess the government had forced those people into that where they tax it so heavily that people won't want to smoke. And most people don't smoke anymore. I mean, it's hard. When you go to a business, you find a couple of people out in front of the club smoking, or your apartment building, you might find most buildings it's illegal to smoke in the building. I mean, I'm sure people do it in their bathroom or whatever, but you're not even supposed to smoke in a building anymore, right? So there are a few people who still hold on, till they're ready to let go, or they're ready, but they are charging the shit out of them, honey. $15 pack of cigarettes. Lord, I remember when they were $10 for a carton, not $10 a pack. They were $10 for a carton of cigarettes. So if they $15 a pack, how much is that for a carton? $300? Not that much, but up there. You can't even smoke in front of buildings. That's right. You're polluting me. I'll call police on your ass. You got to go across the street. Give me 50 feet. Yeah, I stopped smoking a long time. I'm so glad to. One of the first things they're going to ask you when you go see your doctor, do you smoke? Do you smoke? Then do you drink? Mm-hmm. Some people they'll eventually stop. I mean, people my age, it's not so common that they're going to be drug abusers. But the thing is, you got to live long enough to get to be this age. You got to survive it without addiction, right? I stopped it. What was I? What was I, 50? No, I wasn't 50. I was 40, 44, I think. I think I was 44. So the party is essentially over. You can hang around the rest of your life if you want to. But yeah, you got to live. You got to stay out of prison. Because most states have like the 3 strikes laws. Now, they won't usually hit you with that if you have, it's all drug charges, right? But in California, only your first strike has to be a violent offense. After your first strike for a violent offense, you go do prison time. The second one and the third one could be anything. So all the times that I was busted for drugs, they could have given me life in prison for that if I had a first strike. Fortunately, I never had a first strike. But you do something like that, you end up in prison for all these damn 20, 30, 40 years, and you ain't even getting high, whatever. Yep, I said they will never be able to get people to stop smoking in bars, because the bars, that's all it was liquor and smoke, right? They did it. We cut your ass off at the knees, baby. So one pack a day, how much is that? Let's just go with the 20. Let's go with the 10 number. So it's $10 a pack. You smoke a pack of cigarettes a day. So it's $70 a week, right? This is at the low number. $70 a week. That's 270 is 140. $280. So it was $10. You can't get it for $10. So let's say $300 a month you're paying for cigarettes, right? This is not if you're a heavy smoker, just a regular smoker. $300. You're making a car note on goddamn cigarettes. No, thank you. A nice car note, a BMW SUV, shall we say? So smoke some goddamn cigarettes that you don't even get high from. I think y'all need to let it go. Let it go, baby. Let it go, girl. Think about another lover. TKO. Whoa. Yep, it's definitely more than weed now. Well, you lovely darlings. And I don't think it's any men. And you few men, thank y'all for coming in today. I hope y'all have a lovely Thursday. Right? We'll go about handling my business today. Thanks for coming in, people. Later.